Hello. We're being impromptu this evening, um, mostly because I've got some new Wi-Fi speed. Oh gosh, this lighting's hideous. Um, I've got some new Wi-Fi speed, and I have a new flatmate. Her name is Grace. Yes, she is amazing. She's very cool. Alexa, turn strip pink. But she's out watching The Outrun, which is a film which was partially written by one of my amazing friends, Amy May. So we've got some time.
I didn't get that. The
Oops.
internet isn't reachable.
Sorry, I wasn't talking to Alexa. So I've got some time to. I think some of you were here previously when we were like sorting out my bookshelf. Let me see if my ranging camera is working. Nope. Wouldn't that be just too blissfully easy if my ranging camera was working? What do we have? iPhone. Nope. The eternal void. Yeah, I have no idea how to like switch it unless it happens when you start this program. Yes, Jim. This is pretty much just for Historita Gemaldus. So my bookshelves are a bit of a disaster at the moment. Um, these are the. This is the. Well, let me get out of the way of myself. This is the amazing bookshelf that my buddy Tom put in for us. It's hard because I'm hardwired to take advantage. I'm just wondering if everyone can see my streaming speed is insane. Oh, I know. I mean, I've snuck on here, you see, but I did think if you weren't a member and you were feeling a bit bummed out because you couldn't watch the Chris Rate stream until Sunday when we get it ready, you could come and watch me shelving books. So we've started off well. This is my Eisenhorn Ravener Beckwin shelf. This is my 40k shelf. We've got Thunder and Steel, Araman the Omnibus, The Best of Hammer and Bolter, Volume 1. We've got 64. We've got The Twice Dead King and The Infinite and the Divine, which is one of my favourite Necron books by the lovely Rob Rath that Ian and I are big fans of. We've got Valdor on this shelf, along with the Delia Smith cooking book and some travel books. This is my mum with my brother when he was a baby. There's some trash here. It's a fan and a t-shirt. What t-shirt is this? It's inside out. Oh, it's my role model t-shirt. Then this is oh, my hair's in the way now. Crikey blimey, Michael Caine doesn't have to put up with this. This is like kind of notebooks. If you are a girl, you might have a lot of notebooks lying around. I like to journal. I'm not going to generalize. Yeah, one unicorn notebook, two unicorn notebooks, spotty notebook, going into work, trying to look like I'm busy, empty shelf. At the bottom, friends of the show will know the Gaunt's Ghost books are at the bottom because they are the books that give me the most nightmares. Very, very hardcore. These are traditional biscuit tins that do not contain biscuits, but I've taken in from my mum's house. Baby Yoda is here. Unicorn. A Lush Bath Bomb I'm probably going to use tonight. This is a really fun book I picked up by Juno Dawson. And also I thought that was funny to have June. Where's my camera? June and a book by Juno Dawson. Lol. This is why they won't let me direct June too, because I can't control my camera angles. Up here, this is not very Warhammery at all. This is a lot of self-help. Did you know there's a Clutterers Anonymous? Books on emotional sobriety, dementia, Women Who Run With Wolves, amazing self-help book for women. And this book's called Anxiety, Panicking, about panic. Very me. We've got a bit of a mishmash of things here. I think there might be some minis in there. And then on this shelf, a bit haphazard, I've got Vulcan Lives, Fallen Angels. So we're a bit heresy here. We've got Deliverance Lost, Gav Thorpe. I haven't read any Gav Thorpes yet. And whatever this one is. And then I really need to kind of give these away or hide them or put them somewhere else. And then we got some more shelf space. So I haven't had sorry if we got disconnected there. I am trying to be wired. That sounds... Oh God. I just pulled the bloody internet out. Talk about sabotaging your own stream. So basically have just been given a new Wi-Fi that's meant to be super fast. And I was wondering if people watching would notice. But I think probably what people watching are noticing is me disconnecting myself from the internet fairly regularly. This is why musicians have wireless microphones, I'm sure. Oh, Neil says, unicorn notebook, 1 unicorn notebook, 2 unicorn notebooks, yeah, very timely. I think I might be playing a vampire monster at Comic-Con in a comedy panel. Jim has lots of notebooks, but they're all for RPG planning. Have you seen they've got Dungeons and Dragons have put out like a quest for uni, which is based off the D&D cartoon, which is one of my favourite nostalgic things. So I'm now going through this box, which is full of stuff. First thing on there, another blank journal. And then the Eldar Codex. We might read some of this. This is a codex from... Crikey. This is by Rick Priestley, Games Workshop legend. Hello, Dave the Rave. Hello. Artwork by John Blanche and others. Stories by Bill King. I haven't come across Bill King before. I like that there's a bunch called the Exodites. The Eldar, Harlequins, The Fall of the Eldar, the Exodites, The Path of the Seer, the Outcasts. The Fall of the Eldar and Slanesh, page 14. Let me guess. Only a fool would pretend to understand the strange other world that is the warp, for it is by its very nature inconstant and incomprehensible. Yet it was in the warp that the destruction of the Eldar race took shape. It was here amidst the swirling psychic energy that their corruption became manifest. Within the psychic other realm of warp space, their departing spirits began to coalesce into a gestalt consciousness. What an unimaginably foul and sickening mind it was that the Eldar raised unknowingly in the warp. It was a shadow of themselves, of what they had become, of nobility and pride brought low by perversity and shamelessness. What the Eldar could only realise too late was that they had created a god in their own image, a god grown immense and potent upon the rich fodder of the Eldar spirit. Within the warp, thoughts and emotions swell and grow, fed by fellow feelings until they achieve a consciousness of sorts. Don't have feelings, kids, dangerous. They become spirits of greater or lesser potency, and their long gestation is followed by birthing pains which rock the warp and rupture the fabric of space. Yeah, it is getting a bit, it's all getting a bit full grim. I know where to put this light. Step into the light. Whatever we do is bad light, bad light, bad light. Anyway, Yeah, we're going to do some more readings of codexes because I don't know anything. Then we have next Titan, the Fighting Fantasy World. You met the monsters in Out of the Pit. Now meet the rest of the Fighting Fantasy World. No adventurer should be without this essential guide. We know this logo very well. Friends of what shall I call us? Mira Manga's Grimdark buddies will know all about. Fighting Fantasy Sundays. Oh, gorgeous illustrations in here. Oh, we've been to Lancia. We've travelled. We've been in many dungeons. We've inspected many wells in these areas. Oh, gosh. Some fabulous stuff. So Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone. God bless. God bless. Random Rose reminder. I met this guy who writes historic war books, and I need to get in touch with him. James McGee. That must have been last summer. Bank statement. Random paper. What's this? Ah, stand. I can use that when I'm streaming, mayhaps. National Trust 2024 handbook. Oh, cute tree spirit game, Kodama. The tree spirits. Now, Spear of the Emperor. Spear of the Emperor by Aaron Dembski Bowden. I don't think I've read this one before. Have I? Have I read this with Ian? It's written in first person and there's Primaris. Have I read this? Just pick any paragraph. Seravan sucked in a wet breath through the crooked snarl of his mouth. She's ready. We'll sail in an hour. Her name was Venatrix Candidus, the White Huntress. That's the name of a battleship. You have read this one with Ian. I think this is the one where they go to a planet where the little boys don't look at the Space Marines in case they are taken to be a Space Marine. And at the ending, there's a big ambush. I do remember this. Another Day in the Ribcage. Oh my gosh, yes, I remember it now. I didn't realise I'd read in an ADB before. So this is 40k. This is definitely 40k. Let's see. It's the 41st millennium. Yep, just checking. So I'll put this on my 40k wall. That lamp is right in the bloody way. So at some point I'll do them in alphabetical order. Rock, paper, wizard. Another fun little game. Hi Jen, is anybody noticing like the latency? Is this feeling much faster than a usual internet? I don't know. Let me know. Okay, let's put this line here. Ah, the Vincular Insurgency, Ghost Dossier 1. Dan Abnett. The war may be over. The war's over? No. Oh, not the Great War, just a war. And this is book... This must be book 16 or 17 or something. Look at that. The war may be over, but duties remain for the brave soldiers of the Astra Militarum. In the ruined border town of Vincula, the newly formed Ghosts of Tanith... Ghosts of Tanith! Oh, it's a prequel. It's a prequel. Oh, Dom. Mira is giving us Junk Lady from Labyrinth vibes, showing us her stuff. Yeah, you better believe it, bish. Hello, Dom Elf Kicker. So this is a prequel of sorts. The newly formed ghosts of Tanith, along with their commander Ibrin Gaunt, find themselves in a thankless police station. In a thankless police action. Do they have police stations? No. Trying to establish a permanent peace. Ha, lol. But what exactly is stalking them through the shadowed streets, and what dark secrets will the untested, new-founded ghosts learn about themselves? This is getting quite rude. Check your tap comments, people, especially Yanari. Your surname is trash. I'm showing you a box with books in. Oh, you can see a little note from Historita Jamaldus. There is a short story in Sabbath Wills that directly precedes this. So I'll go and put this on my Gaunt's Ghost shelf, which is low down. It's a low down shelf because I'm very scared. Please remember, guys, I'm in chronic pain management. I'm taking a lot of painkillers. So just be nice. Just be nice. Celtic Themes. The first book I've read with a Gellerfield failure. Technically it's 41k. Jen. I mean, technically it's the 42nd millennium, but I guess renaming it for Warhammer 41,000 would be way too much effort. Oh no. Will says, I listened to Spear of the Emperor during dental surgery. Big mistake. God bless you, Will. I mean, the Adeptus Arbites have basically fortified police stations. This is a book that I read. I was on the panel that was voting for the British Fantasy Society short story anthologies, and I had to read this. It's a horror anthology. So thank you, Yanari Trash, for clarifying. I'm a book YouTuber now because of Ian and Jim and others. That's why I've got so many books. It's everyone's fault. I'm gonna give this away because I ain't a horror girl. I don't need to keep it in my home. It is a good book. I'm gonna put this in a pile and I will do a giveaway. I'll copy my big brother Arbiter Ian, so I will give that one away. This was a gift given to me, Invisible Acts of Power. I've got a friend who's very kind of witchy and into she's my favourite swamp witch. And this says, for more than 2 decades, internationally renowned pioneer in energy medicine, Caroline Miss has been studying how people use their personal power. So basically, look out, because I'll be casting spells after I've read this. This is kind of, this can go in self-help, actually. Self-help shelf next to Women Who Run with Wolves. Jen, look what I found. This is a book by our very own Jen Graham. Chaotic Fairy Escapades, written by our Jen. Very, very pretty colours. Yeah, she done that whole book. She did that all herself. So yeah, I think there are quite a few of these. A lot of world building has gone into that. So big props to Jen. I'm not sure where I'll put this yet because I have got some books written by friends which are in a completely different bookcase. We've got another notebook. So pretty. No one ever let me buy a new notebook ever again. So these journals can go onto the journal shelf. What next? Oh, look at this, chaps and chapesses and everyone else who identifies however happily. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at me. Got one thing to say to you. Games Workshop vintage price sticker. That's quite steep, actually. £5. Let's see what year. Oh, Gotrix and Felix are in this. Oh my goodness. Look at Andy Jones's hair. That's what a length of beautiful hair. No one ever dates anything unless it's 40,000. 1997. £5 in 97 for this, I think would be quite steep. So this is Tales of Fantasy and Adventure. And it's got Gotrek and Felix story. It's got a Tyrannid story. a demon story and a wizard's story. Also featuring The Terror of Death, a 9-page Dark Angels comic by Logan Lubera. Come on. Look, let's have a look at that. Oh, that's pretty cool. This Space Marine was sent to us by Logan Lubera. We liked it so much, we commissioned a full comic strip. Jeebus, imagine doing a drawing so good you got a whole comic strip commission out of it. Dark Angels comic book. Right, this will go with my other, with the Eldar Codex. Manual for my podcast recorder, which I don't really use that often anymore. Swimming with dolphins. I wish I hadn't done that. I feel so bad about doing that. Necropolis. Wow, this leaves an indelible mark on the brain. A stain on the brain. The most doomed city of all time. Dom, good old Games Workshop, ripping us off since at least 1997. Jim says, basically you can split 40k novels into 4 categories. Heresy, Ghost, Sabbath Crusade, 40k and Era Indomitus. Post-fall of Cadia. What's Cadia? Is Cadia something to do with Cain? Oh, it's too much to learn. Oh, Fat Rascal! Hello, thank you. Let's do, yay! New members dance. Thank you so much. Congratulations to Matt B, Aleph, Orklin, Alan Hansen, and Tai Matushita. Welcome to Mira Manga Space Marine membership. We're so happy to have you as part of the crew. We love it. Thank you so much. And Fat Rascal has been AWOL, but it's so lovely to see you amongst our ranks, Fat Rascal. We hope you're taking good care of yourself. Cadia is a planet, Eisenhorn visits it, and there's a whole bookshelf. Oh, after the fall of Cadia, not set on the planet of Cadia. Don't worry, Rascal, there is a seat at this table whenever you can make it. Haha, the way the ribbon is, the cover says personal choices that create Mira. Nice spot, Reg. Do we talk about Cadia? Yeah, we just keep tissues handy. Oh, oh my God. Christian, I really like the idea of Warhammer Crime. I must get Chris Rake's book, Bloodline sounds amazing. Christian, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. That book could get like 2 or 3 rereads and you'd find loads of stuff in there. He is a clever dude. I'm guessing you've just watched the interview I did with him. I felt giddy. I was so happy to speak to him. He's such a, yeah. Bloodlines. If we have time at the end of this, we can talk about Bloodlines. So this will go into my Gaunt's Ghosts. This ruined me. I was even thinking, like, what would I do? Would I try and find a basement that no one would ever look in and just hide in there with like a prepper for like 3 or 4 months? Let's face it, if you lived in that city, dead. Dead. For those of you who don't know me, I love a good walk, and there is this company where if you do a walk and you register it with them, they send you these little medals and 1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to bind them, 1 ring, I can't remember the words, 1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to bind them, no, 1 ring to rule them all, 1 ring to find them. I don't know. What is that? I'm going to have to Google it now. Anyway, that's about as close as I'm going to get to getting married. Married to Sauron. God, that could be an opera, couldn't it? I got my eye on you, girl. I'll just entertain myself. 1 ring to rule them all. Here we go. 1 ring to rule them all. 1 ring to find them. One ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie. Alexa, turn common green. Anyway, you get...
I didn't get that.
Oh, so I've disconnected Alexa so I can have even speedier internet. Hello, Sergey. Welcome, welcome. Has anybody else ever done one of these walks and picked up one of these medals? Essentially, there's something cool about, like, the ring kind of sits in there, but I don't really want this anymore. Even though the ribbon's cool. Make every mile count. This company must be making so much money. So I don't really know what to do with this. Probably take it to a charity shop. One ring to rule them all, one ring to find them. Bingo was his name. This is made by my amazing friend Ipek. Ipek is my D&D buddy. Who knows what this is? Damn fine coffee and the White Lodge sign. A big and small pendant. You are feeling sleepy. You will say the Tau are the best faction. You will stop playing heretics. Yeah, so again, I love these and Ipek made them. I'm not going to wear them, but I'll find a way to keep them somewhere. Gosh, we better hurry up because this box is full of books. Lordy, lordy. And the last thing I want to do is pull out a whole box of books with nowhere to put them all. Yes, Twin Peaks, Jim. Let me catch up with the chat. The Tau are the best faction. I know. So good. Okay. Yeah, because we got distracted with gifting. If you ever managed to read book 2 of the Fairy Saga, says Jen, I want to know what you think of the ending. As I always want to say, no pressure. Jen, I love you and you know that. Bear in mind the billions amount of books that I've got to get through, but I do love that I have your books on my shelves. Thank you. Yes, Christian, get on the Discord and have a chat. There should be another crime release. I guess it goes with what's in trend and what the games are selling. King of the Spoil was pretty recent. Yunari was 1 in 97. Oh, baby. Games Workshop, quite steep. And then thank you again, Fat Rascal, for all those gifts. That's so lovely. I'm going to whiz through the Cadia spoilers. Abnett's Inquisitor novels were quite crimey at times, yes. In fact, Ian got me to read Xenos knowing that I really love noir. And yeah, I loved the detective vibe of... When you first meet Eisenhorn, he has got like this whole investigative, you know, figuring things out. I feel like as it goes on, he becomes a bit of a superhero. Yeah. You seem in a lot better shape than previously. Thank you, Christian. I have some really good painkillers. Have you played Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress? I have not. I don't know what that is. I actually tried to download Space Marines 2 on my PlayStation, and my PlayStation is too old, so it didn't work. Was it all a Sauron plot to marry a bunch of people at the same time? I mean, I might resort to that, I have to say. The Tau are the best faction. I think so. Polygamist of the Rings. Long as it's not a Lodge medallion. Oh, Sergey feels sleepy. So do I. I had 2 hours sleep last night. I was in so much pain. Don't play Heretics. 2 out of 3 isn't bad. At least the least evil. The Tau would be the evil empire in another setting. Yeah, Jen, get on with your next book. Hurry up. Got some lush Toil and Trouble shower jelly with a little bat in there. There's a bat. so I can put that in my bathroom. Then those of you know that I'm a Moomin fan, and this is a winter book, which is written by Tove Jansson. I love poetry, mostly kind of like, yeah, like the Romantics and Tennyson and, you know, like old Empire stuff. But this is Lemon Sissay, really gorgeous poet. And the poem on the back says, "How do you do it?" said Night. "How do you wake up and shine?" "I keep it simple," said the light, "one day at a time." Lovely. And we've got a little postcard of Dowie Abbey, which is where I went on a retreat once. And they had chickens, and the chickens were fed this diet that meant that the eggs they laid had pastel colours. This is a great book, one of my favourites, The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I think I'm going to reread this and then give it away. So I'll put that on my unrelated to stuff shelf. I really want to play this, The Warlock and the Unicorn. I'm going to try and see if I can get like a 2-camera setup thing. But obviously it's for younger readers. And look what they've got on the back. I think that's quite ingenious. So you get to fill in your map maybe. And I still have to arrange my interview with Sir Ian about his new fighting fantasy book. I've got here. Oh, this has melted a bit. Oh, gorgeous. A nice lush coat. That should be in my bathroom. Oh, this is oh! We did a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team. They're heroes in the half shell and they're green when the evil Shredder attacks. So this is like Shredder's boss, but he always reminds me of Quaid, start the reactor. Anyway, oh, look at that. Let me go wash my hands real quick. It smells good though. Oof. Okay. We're getting to the bottom of the box, people. Brain, crang. I knew you guys would appreciate. This is when we first moved in. They took some pictures of us at our house before we broke up 2 months after we moved in, which was nice. Oh, this is a gift again from Historita Jim Aldous. I've just got some Krang juice on it. The Knights of Black Earth. Let me tell you, I really wanted to love this series so much. Star of the Guardian series. I find it so painful. It's painful. And I love Margaret Weiss. I don't love the Star Guardian books. I think the villain, it's just too hopeless. The villains are OP. It's really hopeless. Everyone's always getting caught and tortured. I don't think I'm going to finish this. I don't think I'm going to start or finish this. Sad to say. So maybe this can go with this guy and be given or sent away. Lots more lush stuff which should be in the bathroom. Not in the bookshelf. Improv Your Life. An Improviser's Guide to Embracing Whatever Life Throws at You by Pippa Evans. I think this was left here by a previous, and I don't really need to, I feel like I improv life as it is. Who of any of us have plans? Blanche, The Rise of Grimdark. Oh, and this is really lovely. yeah, I have a soft spot for Mr. Blanche. I haven't met him, but the reflected love that I feel from his fans makes me feel very warmly to him. So, yeah. Ugh. Why did my other phone not work? I mean, it's just so crazy and compelling, people who have this much talent. So I shall definitely, where should I put this? I'm going to put this on my odds and sods shelf. And then the last thing I have in the box is Tortuga, which is a really fun game actually. You have like a little map. And this is your playing board. And you're Spanish, French or British, English. And you have to like be a pirate. It's really cool. I don't really have many friends to play games with, so hey ho Mario. I can see Jim's just saying Knights of the Black Earth isn't Star Guardians. Okay, well I'll have a look at that, Jim. I'll have an inspection. These are really good. These are really cool little things. As I get bigger, like expand, because I eat too much, sometimes my buttons don't close properly. So these are like little extra buttons. This one's got a flower in it. And then you just pop it in between the buttons that are like gaping holes where your belly has destroyed the fabric. And it looks like a cute little pin. So, oh, that's handy that I found these. But there's some really nice designs. I like the ones with flowers inside. So that's what they are. And there's a SIM card in here. It's an O2. I don't have any O2 friends. So there we go, people. Empty. But I've still got loads of crap to put away. So these are all quite tall. So I'm going to find a shelf that fits them. I think we could have an Eldar night where we all wear like elf ears and read out some Eldar codex. That might be fun. We're gonna need a taller shelf. This is gonna mess up the system. This is what always happens, isn't it? The system starts off well and then it fails. So I've got these 3 games and I would love to play all of them. I'm so tired. I just suddenly got hit by a wave of tiredness, so I need to clear everything up now. So I'm going to put these games and we'll have a game shelf. At the moment, I already have like Moomin dice, a Moomin jigsaw set, and yeah, the My Little Pony RPG game, so they can all go together. Also, it's good to know who your competitors are. Book About Their Body Shop. As I write books about my business. So these are my Lush haul that I need to make sure I use and pamper myself. So they will go in a Lush box and I'll take that box to the bathroom. I think I'll use this little stand. You know when I'm Granville, that's a dated reference. Open all hours. So when I have my phone up so I can read comments, I could stand it up on this. So I'll pop that by my usual streaming station. These delightful books, the Tove Jansson and Lem Sissay, I think should go on my self-help shelf because I think they'll make me feel very light of spirit and happy. It's catching up with the chat. Where are we? Space Marines 2 is very bloody and brutal. Perhaps not for you. Christian, I agree. I don't think it will be for me, but I do think people will watch me play it and we'll have fun and laughter at how bad I am at it. It's a dungeon crawler board game set in 40k. What were we talking about, Yunari? I think Graham McNeil likes poetry too. He references a Russian poet and Beowulf. Yes, he does. He does. Spot on for the last stream. Massively late for this one. Evening, everyone. Hello, Philip. Did you watch the... Philip's not a member at the moment, so Philip, you haven't been able to watch Chris Ray unless you're a Patreon. I hope you enjoyed it. Space Marine is also very difficult. Ugh. Yeah, I've never found a Warhammer game, a computer game that I can A, play on any of my systems, or B, have fun. McNeil is the king of strange references. I think we have to remember a lot of our authors were kind of grown up and steeped in like Cthulhu and odd literature, and that's what we get distilled down through Graham McNeil, etc. Dom has a Lego Krang. Cute. Alexandra scared the heck out of their mum with slime in the 80s. Oh my god, Will had a Ninja Turtle themed birthday with a singing cat. I love that. Jim is saying Knights of the Black Earth isn't Star Guardians. Oh god. Does that mean I've got to give it a go? I'll give it a go. I love the story in that about the guy thinking John was a rude biker and it turned out he was just super shy. I look forward to that. Christian has bloodlines on order. God, yeah, health and safety and piles of books is a real thing. Good night, Christian. Good night. Hello, Hugh Cromwell. The Inquisition has been made aware of your Elder Knight heresy. Eldar Knights. Not to be confused with Eldar Knights. Philippe Ferrier Leclerc. Bonjour. Bonsoir, Philippe. Oh, maybe you would like Rogue Trader. I think I would. Because I'm imagining you just trade things. I know you probably don't. So this is a good win. I'm just going to put the box to one side. What have I got left? So these books, I think I'd really like to give away or donate on. I feel like because Jim gave me this book, I'll give it a whirl, but grudgingly, because I'm scarred by Star Guardians. Just because, you know, when you love and respect Historita Jamaldis, he's like Mira Manga mentoring, you gotta respect. So I can also throw this box away. Gosh, the light is really fading. I'm going to chuck away this manual. Jen, I'm going to put your book in the background so we can see it when we're streaming. What else? Rubbish. This is a nice photo frame. I'll keep the frame. I can chuck this away. I know I'll keep this because I love my walks. I just don't have a car at the moment, so it's really hard to go to a National Trust house when you don't actually have a car. But I can put this in my travel shelf. You never know. I could win the lottery and be able to afford a driver. I should probably put this paperwork on a pile to look through. These are my phones. These are my pendants, so I can put them in here. Oh, Jen, you're one of the gang. Weirdly, a channel I watched did a whole live stream complaining Space Marine 2 was too easy. I dream of that. Hugh Cromwell's going to grass me up, I can tell. Auntie Mosh, did you say that game was called Tuchula? No, Rogue Trader is more like Baldur's Gate, like role-playing. You can make friends. That sounds good. Knights of the Black Earth isn't Grimdark as comedy, adventure, mild peril, some romance, and a good LGBTQ representation. Okay, thank you. I see the heart. Yeah, I will read that, Jim. You just need someone to help you set up Rogue Trader, if I recall correctly. It's funny in Rogue Trader because you can make like not evil choices and everyone looks at you weird. That sounds like me. Cordelia's Honour is a book you'll definitely love. Lois McMaster Bujold. I think she could end up rivaling Tamora Pierce for you. Okay, I'm interested. I'll look into it. I will actually look up in my library app right now. Oh, hang on. I love my library app. It's one of my most used apps. Come on, library app. Let's see. What's it called? Cordelia's Honour. Nope. Maybe it's the American spelling of honour. Nope. Lois. McMaster Bujold. Falling Free, Shards of Honour, The Warrior's Apprentice, The Curse of Chalion, Penrick's Dragon, Paladin of Souls, The Hallowed Hunt. I'll have to look into that. Oh, power. Power, power, power. So what do we think, people? Are we noticing the higher streaming skills? I think you own Rogue Trader. I'm so confused. Is Rogue Trader a computer game, a rule book? I know it's not a codex because someone said that to me. It's not a codex. What the blinking heck is Rogue Trader? It should be in your house somewhere. It collects Shards of Honour and Barrier. Okay, so I'll look in order. Okay. Righty-ho, people. So I'll put this on a shelf, but no, I'm going to get rid of it. And I've put those books with their spine facing the back of the shelf, so that way I'll know that they're the ones to just pull out and pass on. This is the other box. But that is, oh gosh. Imagine if I died on the stream because that box was so bloody heavy. I hope one of you would call an ambulance. Only Jim's got my address if I die on a stream. And, ooh. This is something I saved from my mum and dad's house. Painted ostrich egg from Africa. Oh, I forgot about that. This is so heavy because of the sorcerer's candlestick holder. Nice. A mug of pens. Another Baby Yoda mug. But like, what is even cooler? Why is this box so heavy? Ooh, dance, magic dance. I love my baby. Oh, you will play towels. Word bearers are bad. So I'm just going to put this box to one side because I just don't think I've got anywhere to put all this stuff at present, which is very frustrating. Oh. I just want someone to come and organise my life for me. If I was a millionaire, I'd pay for that too. Okay, it's been a long day. We've had a lot of content on the channel. If you're a member or you're a Mira Manga Patreon, I really urge you to go and watch the raw Chris Ray interview. There isn't a theme song or an intro or anything. There's not even a proper thumbnail, but it's just a really lovely chat, and I've kept in all the nice. Sometimes the authors and I have a nice chat, and I keep that for myself, but yeah, I thought it was just such a nice chat with Chris at the end that I've kept that in. So I'll make a decision. I'll make an executive decision on whether to chop that out and make it look a bit more professional. But those of you who are Mira Manga members, I really hope you got to watch it, or Patreons, and enjoyed it. If you are new here and you're like, what the hell is this? Please just give me a like and subscribe anyway. Streaming Power 9000. Yay, that's good. The Extra Miles. It was an old Games Workshop game and a new video game. Aleph says Rogue Trader original 40k rulebook. Will says it's a computer game and a rulebook. Jen says it's a computer game, also the name of the first version of 40k, which I spent 40 quid on the made to order reprint of last year. I ain't doing that. I just want to borrow it and read it. Rogue Trader is the original 40k rulebook and a Warhammer TTRPG and a computer game RPG. So I'd be interested in Rogue Trader, the TTRPG, and Rogue Trader computer game RPG. Probably not interested in 40k. And a margarine spread by the sound of it, says Will. Rogue Trader is another name for an Avon lady. Absolutely. Angsty Space Gnome just finished the interview. It was a really lovely time, then came over here and found you live. I mean, thank you, Angsty Space Gnome. That makes me so happy because isn't it nice that we are like the lovely fuzzy heart of Warhammer books and reading? Mostly down to you lot being so fantastic and funny and lovely. And I can feel myself turning into Oscar the Grouch because I'm so tired. So I'm going to do the right thing and take myself off to bed with a stern talking to and a cup of Horlicks. And I'm going to work really hard on Sunday to try and edit the video, sing the theme song and all of that, and have my thumbnail so we could premiere the Chris Rate video properly. If you have thoughts on whether I should chop out the chat stuff at the end, let me know. I'd like your opinions. I don't know if that might really make people feel it's a waste of time or creepy. So let me know your thoughts. But thank you so much for joining me at my impromptu shelf bundling. Thank you to Historita Jamaldus for always prompting me to do the right thing and get these things sorted out and show people my books. Yeah, we will look at the other bookshelves, and we need to all commit to making piles to throw out. Thank you so much, humans, elves, orcs, Tau, everyone except for word bearers. I hope you have a really lovely, peaceful sleep. Obi-Wan Sherlock. And yeah, I'll see you guys very soon, I hope. How do we get balloons again? Never remember. Balloons. Is balloons thumbs up? Fireworks. We'll leave on fireworks. Good night, friends. Take good care of yourselves.